That thing's on. That thing's on.
Hey, yo.
That's his trademark. And my trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 54. Yeah, dude. We were ghosts for a little bit. Like months. But we're here now. Don't be weird about it, dude. Just lock in. You know what I mean? And while you're locking in, hit like and subscribe and do all that stuff. He'll get to it at the end of the show. Bro, we're back. We're back, dude. How have you been?
You didn't think we'd be back.
I didn't think we'd be back. I thought we were breaking up for good. I'm emotional and what's the other word I'm looking for? Easy, though. Don't start naming characteristics I'm not comfortable saying I am yet. There's a word that would express how I am. Not extreme, but dramatic. That's the word. I'm emotional and dramatic, and you combine those together, it's a pretty out of your character cocktail that you're drinking up. I thought we broke up. Dude, we kind of went on a break. I mean,
It's like a trial separation.
How was it for you? Did you miss me? Did you think about me a little bit?
I cheated, you know?
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. No other podcasts wanted me.
Yeah. On the contrary, anyways, it doesn't matter. We're back, dude. And so for the 7 people that watch and the 1 person that listens, and that's not to dumb down the subscribers we have, but nonetheless, we're back. That's all that matters. We don't need to talk about why we left. We need to talk about what's been going on since we've been gone.
That might be the new thing to reference, but not really talk about.
Yeah.
Is why in podcast friendly terms, why the break, you know?
We could just talk about it.
No, we'll just reference it for the next 10 episodes.
We'll just be vague.
Tease it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you like a little tease. I'm a little tease. He's kind of a tease. Look at his eyes. Drew, zoom in there. Future Drew. They're dead inside. It's creepy. Yeah, so let's talk about what we've been into since we've been gone. We got a little catch up to do. And we've hung out, just not with you guys and gals. I promised myself I'd be more and other. Look at that. I'm getting better.
I think we got to start with the disease being removed. And now.
Yes, guys. Producer Lisa made insane and under the Lord above, Sky Daddy, whatever you call them. It was under their hands and their hands alone that Lisa has been cured of the infestation of parasite that was living off her. And
infestation was pretty clever.
Yeah.
I'll give that up. I'll give that up right there.
And we actually named the parasite. We grew to love them, you know?
What is the parasite's name?
Amelia Earnhardt. Middle name Earnhardt. Last name Sandoval, of course. Amelia Earnhardt Sandoval.
That's how fly she is?
I never thought about it like that.
That actually might not be as...
How fly she is wild. I love it, man. I'm a girl dad. For the people who've known and been watching and kind of heard our story, I do have another daughter that I didn't really get a hand in raising. So I'm trying not to mess this one up too. All right. It still hurts a little bit. But producer Lisa recovered well. Doctors were freaked out that the next day she wanted to get back on her Peloton. That was a hard no. But it's been good. It's been really good. I love it because when she wakes up in the middle of the night, she does not want me at all. That's great. That's like the only time I'm going to be okay with that. I had one of those dad breakdowns when like no one's in the house because like the mom and the other kid are doing stuff and it was just me and her and she was not happy. And I was like, what do you want from me? She's all, so I don't know if that's troubling that she laughs when I raise my voice. Hope that's not a continued behavior she shows out through the years, but if it is, will I be tested? Yeah, but it's been cool. It's been really cool. It's been an adjustment, but nonetheless, it's been a blessing. And I'm really happy about it. I really am. Yeah.
So like with going down this road with a youngster of that age again.
Yeah, there's a big gap.
At this.
Yeah. That's a great question. There's a big age gap between, my son Darwin and then my daughter now. And I kind of forgot how to do it, but now I know all that can go wrong, and so my anxiety is just on an absurd level. Like, it doesn't make sense because I'm like, that burp is a weird burp. I've never heard that burp before. She's dying. We gotta take her to the emergency room, you know? So that's been the only adjustment. Like, I think when I had my son, it was like we were naive. You know, we didn't think anything would go wrong. And then that little nugget got real sick, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think because of that, we're kind of like, you know, a bit scorned. Like, I text people, hey, come to the house. But if you're sick, never talk to me for a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that we're kind of doing differently. But it's been a fun adjustment. I think I'm going to be a good girl dad. Yeah, I mean, my dad had 2 daughters. I actually don't know how good his record is now that I'm thinking about it, because one's and the other one's meh. So, you know, hopefully I can get those numbers up with mine, you know?
I was going to say break the curse. I guess that would work.
Yeah.
What's break the cycle?
Yeah.
Not break the curse.
The cycle.
But in your case, it would be break the curse.
The dad curse? I don't know what it is, but it's a curse that needs to be
Also a speech
broken.
impediment curse.
No, I talk good. I talks goods.
Motherfucker is remixing his speech live on air.
All right.
We got a DJ here too.
All right. What about you, Mr. Anthony?
No, we're not done yet. We're not done. It's big news.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm excited because I didn't know the difference between, hold on, stop for a second, raising a boy and raising a girl. I wasn't going to say between a boy and a girl because you would have jumped on me. But I learned it now, and I'm kind of understanding it. So with our sons, and if I offend anybody by this, I'm sorry, but this is just how my mind has functioned it or has worked through it. As sons, we kind of raise them to be tough and figure things out. And naturally, with my daughter, it's more
protective.
I'm trying to like protect her, which I think is probably wrong. And I think in a lot of people's eyes, they're like, no, you got to be. I'm just not there yet, big dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to be tough on her. Like and maybe that's was the word sexist? Maybe you would use. I don't know what the word is, but I'm not doing it with bad intentions. It's good intentions. It's all from love, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I have gotten and become more emotional. Like, I'll hear.
Also, be aware, 2.5 months or so of being a girl dad. So in this context, of course, different situation.
Yeah, for sure.
But in this, don't come for his throat quite yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
4 or 5 years down the road, if he's still talking that nonsense, smacked on air.
Yeah.
For all women.
For sure. Yeah. Ladies, I'm sorry if I'm setting you guys back in your journey of being strong independence.
And he's not like it would be the first time he set women back in their strength and independence.
No, what? No.
He has set you back before.
All right. Anywho, I've become really become more emotional. It's strange. Like, I was on TikTok and I was scrolling, and this guy posted, like, it was just a picture of him holding like a picture of like an ultrasound. He's like, soon to be dad, any tips? And I'm writing this comment. I'm like,
he's gone to the
I'm writing this
comment section.
Yeah, because he was asking for tips. I'm like, he's talking to me, right? It's not the other 17,000 people that commented, just me only. He's gonna take it down after he reads mine. I started writing this thing like, you're gonna be a boy dad, which means, you know, you got to teach him how to be strong. You don't have to make him strong. The toughness will come. Like, all these questions. Like, remember, it was scary to be in the dark at one time too, and it hurt to fall from a foot high too at one time. And then I'm reading it back, and my eyes are just tearing up because I'm like, I was so mean to my son. Like, you know what I mean? But you learn, and I've learned, and so my daughter has definitely brought a different like view to the world for me, and I'm really excited about that because everybody was telling me, oh, she's going to soften you up and maybe you're going to be. I'm not going to lie, dude. I kind of am. Like, I'm like, yeah, I've become a bit more, I was going to say the wrong word.
And I told you he continues to set y'all back. He's withholding his thoughts right now that would set you back only for the camera.
I mean, is he wrong? We'll never know. Because I won't say it, because it'll set you back. I'm just trying to be a good girl dad and just a good dad in general. So I'm sorry if I make some mistakes along the way, but it's going to be a beautiful journey for sure.
It's fair.
Yeah. But that, it's been huge and it's been an adjustment, but I'm actually loving every second of it. Every second of it. I gave her her first bath. That was insane. Like, she didn't pee like my son did. My son just let her rip, dude, when we went. But she didn't. She just kind of looked at me the whole time like, what is this? What is this enjoyable liquid you're pouring on me? And I'm like, oh, that's just water. Just imagine when I give you sugary drinks.
Yeah.
So I've just experienced a lot of cool stuff. And I'm also a different person raising this child than I was with my son. Because, like, I was not in any facet of the imagination in a place to be a dad when my son was born. Zero. And now, a little closer. But I feel differently and I move differently. I think differently. Me and Lisa parent differently. Like, it's been a ride that I would say is 10 out of 10 would recommend for sure. Until they're teenagers, I hear that's when it gets real tough. So
that's fair.
We'll see. Yeah. What about you? Enough about my daughter, the pilot. What about you?
I mean, I'm still in a healthy, loving relationship.
Hold on. Stop. Why'd you have to start that way? Why couldn't you just say me and double hockey sticks are still good? Also, spoiler alert, there's not 2 L's in her name. So
no one spells Melissa that way.
I do. Melissa.
I say it that way because, I mean, if you've listened to the pod long enough, I don't have a track record of long relationships. So
he does have dead flowers.
And this is a record-breaking one since I've been divorced. And so I have to lead with that because she is a listener and I want to just put that out there because, I mean, it's pretty big in the sense of, you know, I haven't introduced anyone to my son. Man, it sucks when you can't remember your own child's name. But his name is...
Donatello, right?
No.
Oh, I was wrong? Oh,
you're definitely wrong. It's Crash Bandicoot. I really liked that PlayStation game, so I named him Crash. We'll call him Crash for short.
Is his middle name Bandicoot or is his first name just Crash Bandicoot?
It's Crash, and then his middle name's just the letter B, and the last part of his name is Andicoot. But we call him Crash Bandicoot for long. Crash for
long
short
is wild. we call him Crash Bandicoot for long.
Trying to salvage this ongoing joke that clearly I was not prepared for.
But yeah, he stopped the cameras earlier when I made the mistake. You would think he was more prepared.
See, I'm not even going to do this with you.
Anyways, so how's Crash? Yeah.
She's met Crash. She's hung out Crash many times.
How'd they do?
First woman. It's great.
Really?
She's such a kind, supportive soul.
For sure.
And, you know, Crash has taken a liking to her and he's shy around her. And you know, Crash does not give an F.
No.
When it comes to people.
I'm okay. And then he'll leave.
He'll Irish exit anywhere he's at. He'll Irish enter anywhere he's at. And it's nothing against that beautiful soul. I love that he's not prone to influence.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great strength. So my goal as a parent is to kind of make him a little bit more influenced by outside factors.
Yeah.
It's a beat of his own drum. But it's a great match, and you know we're looking at like next steps, which makes me a little nervous as far as you know meeting kids myself. So
I've always kind of wondered like the big question, and not just Anthony, kind of just like all blended families in general. What if you don't like the other kids? Like what? And I know that sounds like ridiculous, right? And maybe it is. But like, let's say you meet these blessings from God, from committing a sin. And kind of ironic how that happens. Anyways, and you don't like them. And not that they don't like you, just like for some reason, like what if Double Hockey Sticks didn't like Crash. And it wasn't anything against you. It wasn't anything against him. Like, I've always wondered that one, like, element of it. Like, are you
As
just...
the adult, not liking a kid, it's just something wrong with the adult. Like, I know there's some kids who, you know, they have their own needs and issues and can be a little bit rough to put up with. I don't know. I'm in a lovey-dovey place, so my initial response is
I'm
like,
not saying you're not
it's
gonna
an
like her
extension
kids.
of love. So like, I'm gonna extend the love that I have for her onto her kids, and I'd hope that anyone else who's meeting someone else's kids is doing the same thing.
Yeah, there's one kid that I don't like, and it's because he kicked my son in the face. Like, I would trip him if I could. And maybe it makes me a bad parent. He knocked my kid out. I don't like you for the rest of our lives. Even if you guys become friends, I'll never like you. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm this way.
You probably hold a longer grudge than Darwin does.
Yeah.
Darwin's probably already forgiven him.
Darwin doesn't even remember.
But that's a whole different scenario, you know?
Yeah.
There's a whole different scenario.
You're right. I'm just saying that I'm not a bad person. I don't like that kid.
No, I mean...
There's nothing wrong with this adult.
I mean, how long you don't like the kid, I don't know if it makes you a bad person,
I don't think
but it's
about
a
it
little
when
weird.
I wake up. I'm not like...
Well, here we are in a public platform.
Yeah.
You know? I think there's just some things that we all need to work on still.
Not me. I'm
in
perfect.
general.
Well, I'm perfect.
No one in this room. But, you know, it's been a very smooth process overall, and that's what's just kind of led to this place, and I mean, just very optimistic about where things will take us.
Listen, and I would like to say this openly, publicly, if I haven't already said it. I've spent like good time with Double Hockey Sticks. She's incredible, man. Like, her entire aura, her energy, the way you guys kind of talk, and like she holds you accountable for anything you say, and vice versa. I'd assume. I've never seen you have to, because she's perfect, right? But it's beautiful to see it, because there's not a lot of humans who are willing to like go in, and regardless how long you guys have been together, this is still new. You guys have not got to the place where, man, she's getting on my nerves today. And unless you have. But those things are scary, to go into these new situations and be confident in yourself and be like, no, you didn't say it like that before. Say it again, how you meant it. Or those things are great, you know? And I think when I met her, I was a little jealous. She's much prettier than me. That was tough to deal with, right? And like...
Must be a common feeling, okay?
Yeah. Well, it has to be, right? But... because I'm much prettier than my other friends. And so what I was going to say was she immediately was like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, she wasn't like, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I love the podcast. I heard a lot about you. I heard, you know, Lisa makes sourdough and blah, blah, blah. And like, just, she listened to the things you told her about me. And that meant a lot. It wasn't like I was meeting a new person, although I was. It was kind of like I was familiarizing myself with someone who I already knew and who knew me vicariously through somebody else. And it was cool. It was really, so she's amazing. And I know you're listening to this. I'm not just saying this because you are. You're incredible. And I'm really, really happy what you brought to my best friend's life, because he is a different person. He really is. He doesn't cry as much. What's that? It's okay.
I don't know why you lie on camera.
I don't know why you lie.
It's nothing new.
I don't know why you lie in your bed all alone and cry. Used to.
And then maybe we will talk about the breakup today.
Yeah, we could do whatever, dude. I'll stand on business.
So,
yeah,
I have a story.
I would love to hear it. It gets me excited when you tell stories.
One cold evening. It was pretty recent. It's winter if you're listening to this when we released it. And if not, I don't know why you're listening to it much later, but it's okay. It was an evening, and I wasn't having the best day. And I was, I had met up with Melissa just to hang out for the evening. And so I was on my way to go pick up some food with her. It was down. We had to go down faithful, good old I-25.
Okay.
And I'm driving and see lights in the background of a variety of colors. You may be thinking Christmas lights. They were in fact red, blue, and white.
Ooh. Ooh,
red, blue, and white lights.
You're getting pulled over.
Being pulled over. I was somewhat clueless because I was driving at a reasonable speed, but something in the back of my head was telling me, I think you know why you got pulled over. And so,
Yeah, all right.
pull over to the side.
You were in the right lane already because that was a short turn. Okay.
No, I was not.
You were in the left lane?
I got pulled over in the left lane, so I
Did you put on your blinker to switch lanes? I'm a detail whore.
And I forget who I'm talking to too.
Yeah, I'm your insurance agent.
Jeez.
Yeah, reckless driving already. Keep going.
Okay. Well, anywho, I safely pull over, and comes up and he's like, I pulled you over because your registration expired. I was like, sounds about right. And he's like, I'd give you a warning, but it expired last year. A year ago. It expired a year ago.
This was when? In 2025?
When I got pulled over?
Yeah.
This was a couple weeks ago.
Bro, it expired in 2020.
It's been about a year since my registration has been expired.
Okay. That is alarming. Only because you are, I know what you're trying to say, but you're actually pretty tedious about stuff like that, I would assume.
No.
Oh, no.
This is still an ADHD podcast.
That's crazy.
I am not tedious about stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly the stuff I would forget.
Did you know, before you move on, did you know it was expired or did you know?
No, I had the impression it wasn't expired. I had a faint memory of signing up. I don't know the longest you can do it for.
I think it's like 3 years or 5 years.
I swore I had put it for longer, and maybe it did, and the sticker
driver's
came
license.
off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I still have to look into it, and I probably have a couple weeks to pay the ticket before I end up in jail. So,
okay.
I accepted the ticket. I know you tell me to go to court, but I have a busy month. I'm stressed.
Come on, dude.
If I could just
but that
make it go away.
That goes on your file. Your rates are going to go up, and then you're going to go shopping, and then you're going to leave me. It's not going to be my fault. I didn't do that to you. You're hurting my family with this bad decision. You can show up via video. Hey, it's me. Hello, here's my registration. Keep going. Sorry. So you get pulled over, or expired registration. What happens next?
And of course, I have Melissa with me for all of this journey, right? Like, all right. So I continue to go get the food, and get there to get the food. Pass over my card.
No way. No way. You're
rewind a couple of days prior. I had got something for Crash several months ago, and I had realized that they had snuck in a subscription for absolutely nothing every month, and so I had made some calls, and then fast forward back to this faithful. What's the word?
I think faithful evening.
Faithful evening.
Faithful. I don't know.
Fateful evening.
Is that what it is? We could be wrong though.
No, it's fateful evening.
Okay.
Because and the gentleman comes back and informs me that my card's been declined.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed for you right now.
And I had another card on me, but I mean, I knew why it was declined. She knew why it was declined, but it was just a rough evening for those reasons. And this is the second kind of difficult evening as far as cars go. If you think back to whenever I drove on bald tires all the way to Albuquerque, which is 3 hours away.
That's not even the worst.
And she was no.
Oh no.
And she was letting me know that the tires sound a little different, and I was like, whatever. And then we get to fucking Firestone, and the guy is like rubbing the baldness of the tire like a
baby?
like a genie. Yeah, it was as smooth as a genie lamp, and I was wishing for new tires at that point. But that is this is just another car story with the lady.
This is what's crazy is that's not even the worst car story I remember you having. The last one I remember you having with me was with moi, his second lady in his life.
Let's just do it. Let me just tell the story.
All right.
This story has not been told, and I don't think we've actually discussed it since then. We can share different perspectives.
Okay,
We'll just
go ahead.
fuck the agenda. this is where we're at right now.
We forgot about this, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Melissa knows about that story. I was pretty. Yeah,
That was a
we had went to go eat before a movie. Drew and I, gonna meet up with another friend at the movie. We went. We had some good food. I like that place.
great food.
Ceviche.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did I say it? I said it wrong. Didn't I?
Ceviche? No, that was good.
Okay, then what was that look? Because I'm picking up on different expressions.
No.
Okay,
We're
all right.
same expression.
All right. Just insecure then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
Because
that.
of the story.
You have a great jacket on. Keep going.
So, I had a drink or two, and I say that because people
I don't want to lead with that though. That wasn't the reason.
It wasn't the reason.
Okay.
But
all right.
But people may try to use it as a reason. Honestly,
only because you just said it. They just thought you had a belly full of ceviche, bro.
No, you got to be honest. You got to be accurate.
All right, officer.
So then I'm leaving. We leave to the movies, which was like I think 5 minutes away, right? Was it just across the street?
Across the street, bro.
Yeah. And so I pull out.
I don't know how we can get out through this.
I pull out my car. I wasn't even pulling out. I was just driving forward. I was driving forward. It was on like an embankment, I guess would be the word.
No, it's not.
What's the word? What's the term for that? It's a hill.
There's an exit, and then there's a not exit.
Dude, no. I'm trying to highlight the terrain, bro.
It was
because the terrain's important in this
story. It was
story.
like it was a decorative ditch-ish thing.
It drops. It's a significant drop, and that's important from my perspective. You interrupting Ingrid.
Okay. Ingrid's crazy.
And so it's late, right? I'm old. This is the reasons I'm providing for this, because this has happened in different contexts more since then, and not as bad though. I pull forward. I feel a little bump. I'm like, oh damn! Like I must have just pulled over like the what's it called?
The curb.
Just the little curb in front of parking spaces.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, oh, I must have gone over that. And then I keep going a little more, which is certainly a mistake. And then all of a sudden, I'm not moving at all. I can't move forwards. I can't move backwards. And I'm like, what is going on here? I get out of the car.
He jumps out of the car.
I get out of the car and I'm high centered on two giant boulders. Well, one initially. We learned about the other one, I think, through further exploration. Yeah, we did. I'm high centered. I can't. My car is just spinning, and it looks bad. Like it looks like really alcohol bad. Was the reason.
Yeah,
it was. It was not. But But it's my eyesight. It's impulsivity. It's bad
excitement.
Driving.
We were excited to go watch this movie.
I don't know if I was that excited for the movie. I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't either.
So I don't know how I let you know. I think I blanked out on how I let you know.
Well, I heard the bang, and I don't know who I was trying to call. I think I would call Gantu, and I heard like loud though. I'm in my truck. He's 50 yards away probably, and it was so loud. It sounded like it was in my truck. So I look around first. I'm like, I'm not even moving, and then I look, and there's like a cloud of dust. And you're outside of your car. And I was like, yo, Anthony just wrecked his car. And he's like, what do you mean? I don't know. I was like, just come here. Because he was literally a minute away. And so I drive to his car and he's literally high centered. Like, I mean, and I look and I'm like, dude, there's a hill. Like, you didn't. And there was a curb before you get to his fate, which was what he thought he hit. And he was like, it's fine. I'll just keep going through this. And so I look and I'm like, bro, this is bad. Like, this is really bad. We did have a couple drinks. Like, if a cop comes, he's going to ask us. And so my mind went immediately to fix the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where both of us, beat, right?
That's where both of us were.
I was just like, all right. So we end up jacking up one side of his car. And we pull the rock out and it's still high centered. And I was like, what the heck? We go to the other side and underneath like his chassis kinda on the frame is another huge boulder. And I was like, okay, I have an idea. We're going to put the first boulder we found next to the other boulder. We're going to jack it up and it'll lean this way, leaning on the other one. We're going to pull that boulder out and then we're going to jack it down. We'll pull this boulder out and then he'll be on the ground. And we did. And the craziest thing happened. Nothing. His car was fine. He high centered on two large boulders going down a hill and nothing. Like he had a little scrape mark.
Should have been a fucking explosion.
Bro,
like a gas leak. That should have been something.
That was so, and he was in his head about it for days after. I was hysterically laughing on my way home. And it wasn't because of him. It was just because of, imagine if someone was just driving by.
A couple people drove by.
No one offered to help. I want to start with that. So shame on you, Honda Civic, But we got it out. I was waiting. I think would have made it perfect if somebody would have drove by and said, you can't park there. That would have been your 13th reason. But for me, I would have died. Because that wouldn't, even if I drove down, I'm in a truck. So it would have been fine. I would have been okay.
Yeah.
It's just
and I have a sports model car. I don't have a sports car for the record.
No.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, next couple of years. Talk about that next episode.
Let's do.
But, I have a low to the ground car.
He does. He has a sedan.
Yeah. And so.
It was just it was a wild night.
I mean, shout out to Contube. We can't leave Contube out of this equation because he played a big part in helping with all of that.
Mm-hmm. If it was just me and Anthony, it would have taken much longer and it'd been a much harder task.
We would have had bigger problems. I would have had bigger problems to sort out.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I could have gone without someone of legal nature coming and asking questions. That was my biggest fear.
Yeah, I was worried that the people from the restaurant were going to call.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, okay. And in my mind, I was like, I'm not intoxicated, but I drank. So it was wild nonetheless. But we got out of it somehow scot-free. Like nothing happened to your car. You had anxiety about that. And I did too. Like regardless, like me and my best friend here handle things differently, but also kind of the same, like underneath it all. And so I knew he was going to be in his head for weeks, like thinking like, how could I have let this happen? And like, what did I, in actuality, it wasn't that big of a deal because there was no repercussions. And it was like, truthfully, an honest mistake, a big one, a loud one. And the optics of it were horrendous. But yeah. I mean, we got to work, we got it out. The car was back on the road in probably 20 minutes. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I took a road trip with my son, and that it kind of makes me think about it because my son has seen the change in attention since our daughter's been born, right? And we kind of warned him about it through Lisa's sickness and her dire need to evict that parasite. And he thought he was ready, and I just see that he wasn't. So I was like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to go on a road trip, bro. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, we're going to go to Phoenix. We're going to do Lego Odyssey. We're going to do the aquarium. We're going to eat some good food, stay in cool Airbnb. And then we're going to go to Las Vegas because it is your great-grandpa's 90th birthday. And we're going to have fun in Vegas. We're going to do everything. He was stoked. I was stoked. We were stoked. We got sick right before we were supposed to leave. And luckily we got better. We went on the road trip. And man, 13, I want to say, no, it's more. It was probably like 50 some miles in, I got pulled over for going 84 in a 65. Because it was a speed trap going into Deming, and I didn't see the speed limit change. And so this is my cop story. I also had a passenger with me. This guy played a huge part in it, pivotal role. Not in a good sense, though. Cop came up to the window, very young cop. I was like, man, you're super young. Here's my stuff. Here's my stuff. Here's my stuff. I have a firearm here. And he's like, cool. We're all good. Just keep your hands. You're good. Cool. He's like, you're going 84 in that 65. And I was like, I didn't even see that it changed. He's like, we've only been at like not even half a mile. He's like, I can understand. It's honestly a speed trap. It's kind of how we pay the bills. And like, we laughed. And he was like, I'd love to probably just give you a warning. I was like, cool. And my son's windows were rolled down because anytime you get pulled over by the police, in my opinion, I roll down all the windows. I just want them to see what's going on. And he looks back at my son, who's my angel. I love my son so much. But for a second here, we're just going to live in my reality. Cop says, "Hey, young man, how's the trip?" He's like, "It just started." He's like, "Wow." He's like, "Your dad was going a little fast." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Your dad speed a lot?" He goes, "All the time." And I looked at him and I was like, "You mother." The cop looks back at me. He's like, "You know you're getting the ticket, right?" I was like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
For real?
He
That
gave me-
changed the
that
course?
changed the course of the entire interaction. This was the first time I've actually been pulled out of a vehicle. He told me, he's like, "Can you come out and stand by my car?"
For real?
I'm assuming it's because we were on the interstate, but I've been pulled over on the interstate.
Yeah.
This never happened.
I was pulled over on the interstate.
Yeah.
What happened?
And he like printed out maybe it's because I had a firearm. I don't know. I really don't. But I get out and I'm talking to him and he's like, "Man," he's like, "You almost got a warning." And I was like, All right. Give him my ticket, whatever. And so I take the ticket, I get back in the car, and my son is in shambles. He has now realized what he did, right? Obviously, the impact is minor. I go to court for all these things. I asked him, "When's the last time you took a class on that radar gun you got there?" "Oh, it hasn't been for 3 years." "Oh, the department says you got to do it every 2. So was it accurate? Did you read it correctly? Court cost? Cool. I'm an asshole. But my son had realized what had happened. I was like, "Dude, you're good." I call his mom. His mom makes it way worse. He's like, "Dude, Dad's going to go to jail." Dude, Darwin freaked out. "Because of me, I put my dad in jail."
Speaking of jail,
Yeah.
I think what may have played the biggest part is your jail tats.
They're not jail tats. The last time.
Daddy's going to get more tats.
Yeah, no, all right, that's enough. Anyways, so that happened. I was able to, console my son a little bit because he was scared. He thought I was going to jail. He's like, "You're going to go to jail like your mom." And I was like, "Different kind of jail, buddy." But no, I'm not. We're okay. That's prison. Yeah, my mom made good decisions. And we had an incredible time. I mean, from the second we got to Phoenix, man, oh, God, the Airbnb was great. With Lego Odyssey, if you guys haven't been there, if you guys are in New Mexico, it's super close. It's a lot cheaper than Legoland, and it's a blast. It's really fun. And we did everything, every single attraction and ride you could do, every single activity, down to this horrendous 4D movie. I mean, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. My son liked it a lot. He especially liked when they would blow air 13 seconds after you should have blown it. So he really enjoyed that. It was like whoa, why'd they do that? You know? And that was fun. And then we hit Vegas. He did not want to be around crowds like we had initially planned. So I had to go to a Raiders game with my uncle, which actually turned out really good.
He didn't go?
No, he didn't go. He didn't want to be around all the crowds. So I took my uncle. My uncle, if you guys have been listening for a while, is kind of like, a second dad to me, a first dad in a lot of ways. And he had never been to an NFL game either. So we got to experience that first together. 6 rows from the grass. It was insane. We were in club seats. We had our own waiter. Like, it was awesome. And because the Raiders are the worst team in the league and they were playing the New York Giants, who were the second worst team in the league, $200 a ticket. It was amazing. That was great. And then I took Darwin on go-kart adventures, and we did everything. And it was fantastic. It was an incredible trip. He was able to kind of reaffirm that he was still big dog, and he was, and I don't know if you guys have newborns or if you guys are in that process, but your existing kiddos who've been around and been in a environment that's going to be completely changed, do something like that. I mean,
I have an old born. Does that count?
No. Well, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Having an old born?
Yeah.
Versus a newborn.
Yeah. I guess Elijah would be
An old born.
Yeah, he is an old born. But we have a newborn in the house, so the old born had to be taken care of. You are going to blend your family pretty soon, so there may be that, I don't know how involved, not how involved, that sounded horrible. My bad, Melissa. I don't know how much time there's going to be between you guys meeting the family and you guys like moving in and like truly blending the family.
Slow.
Buying houses,
Slow and steady.
and getting mortgages and fixed interest rates and cars and arguing about Comcast bills. This is not actually in my life. I don't have Comcast, just FYI. I'm just saying. Yeah.
He says he's not projecting, but I hear this faint buzzing noise. Like you would hear in a theater. What did they do in theaters to get the movie onto the screen? Oh, projecting. That's right. Maybe that is what he's doing. My bad. was like, what's that faint buzzing noise? You know,
How long have you been watching movies, dude? There's no sounds anymore. It just turns on.
I've been watching them a while. I'm pretty old. Yeah. You can hear the bird pecking at the
No,
picture.
but our driving stories were different, but one and the same. We both learned from them. You learned that you are exactly who you think you are. And I learned my son is a snitch. So,
Got to give him the old Alto Park treatment.
yeah, I don't know. I know though that you have stuff coming up that's going to require a little bit of driving too, because you have been preparing for a battle. If you guys didn't know, Anthony, also known as Ideal, and if you spell it right, he'll give you $500 to your favorite restaurant. Put in the comments below. That's on him, baby. He's excited about it. He has his $500. He saved it up for a long time, and he's ready to give it to one of you incredible subscribers who could spell his name right. So if you could spell Ideal correctly, let me know, and you'll get $500 to your favorite restaurant. But anyways,
So our friends and close family members of the
Excluded.
pod co-hosts are excluded.
Excluded. Yeah. But nonetheless, you have a battle. If you guys didn't know, he is an incredible battle rapper for New Mexico.
All right.
No, I threw shade, but he didn't pick it up, so I'll say it again. He's an incredible battle rapper for New Mexico. I think it was my tonality. Like if I would have said it like that, the first time you would have got what I was saying. Yeah. But he's a good battle rapper nonetheless. His pen game is crazy. You've been writing. Walk me through this process. It's been a while since you've been in this realm, in this mode, like in this environment of like, I'm going to verbally destroy somebody. How does it feel to be back in that place? Does it feel good?
First and foremost, I'm still the best battle rapper in the city, and that includes against you.
No,
check yourself.
He's never battled me.
I don't need to.
He get his feelings hurt.
Kings don't entertain the opinions of sheep.
Well, I'll just
bah. That's
sushi.
all I hear is bah.
I'll bring sushi and dead flowers to the battle. He'll
You can bring him. That's old news.
I'm gonna just bring all his ex-girlfriends and his ex.
And bring your mom.
If you could find her, dude, that would be sick. Actually,
Yeah.
I think she owes me some money. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, so what is it like to be in this place again? Like, are you like exhilarated? Are you like, oh man, like, or like what? What are you feeling?
I'm pretty excited.
Good.
You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. I made a last minute decision to commit to it, and I'm ready. I'm ready as far as like what stage I should be in. You know, as far as the process goes, for me in particular, I've had lines that I haven't used or like they just come to me randomly. I've shared like a few of them with you already, and so I'll jot those down. They're kind of like general, like universal bars that could be used on anybody. And then I'll take a look at the name. I'll just do my research and look at information, see how I can flip those into something clever or mean or both, hopefully. And then it's kind of like fine tuning and connecting all of it. It's a 3 1.5 minute rounds.
Dang.
And it's 4.5 minutes if you know how to do math. And if you know like songs, like older songs used to be like 3:30. I mean, it's imagine just 4.5 minutes of rapping on a song. No one's gonna listen to that much rapping on a song, you know. And so it's a lot of material. Surprisingly, fortunately, I was worried I wouldn't have enough, but I got to the point of like, okay, you got to organize all of this. I had enough material. I even have, I would say, even a little bit too much material, and it's a fun process for me. I just enjoy being able to say witty things.
Yeah.
And you know, despite Drew's jealous resentment, I still got it as a writer. My performance, I'm planning on making a better impact with my performance, given some help from people, but I'm old, you know. I'm pushing 40.
Yeah.
But I can still write. And I think I can perform too.
All right. The first question that pops in my mind is like, what does Melissa think of it? Is she excited for you?
Yeah, great
Does
question.
she have like any experience in this realm? Like, is she like, I always wanted to end up with a battle rapper who didn't? Like, what is her feelings on it?
You know, it's similar to any partner who ends up with the rapper with 5 albums who go would. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't.
I don't know. What's some Spotify streams looking like?
This is about you, bud.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Don't throw stones when you
Have wood.
when
to
you're
hit
when
with
you have
it.
glass albums. You know,
Glass is crazy.
your album's going glass, bro. Not even a metallic substance. Your albums.
He's like, your albums are going the same ingredients that are used in fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even glass. It's like thinner than glass. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the feedback.
No, I had to respond to that, but it's a sincere question. I'm sure behind it.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, I hope no one brings me up, and I'm like, babe, like people are gonna bring up your girl, like
Is she going with
that
you?
concept. Nah, she's not able to make it.
Dang.
We have a Valentine's Day excursion planned the weekend before. She took some time off for.
What day is it?
The 20th
Of February.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Hold him to it. He's saying it on film.
Yeah, I'm going. I
But
said it.
he still has permission slip. Anyways, so we still.
He's not lying, but
Yeah. So
sorry I asked my significant other for permission to travel places. My bad.
So I told Melissa, like, there's no avoiding being brought up. She'd like to go, and she'd still be down to go if she could. But like, and I also had to be. I mean, I have lines about stealing rappers' girls. I mean, that's something I've had through the course of my
Have you done that
battle
before?
rap writing. No,
Oh,
but I mean, I think like
I was like, damn, dog, you're savage.
I'm a
It's
decent
messed up.
looking dude, and a lot of battle rappers are uggos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
they have a voice for radio. I mean, a face for radio for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
people would argue I have the voice not for radio. But that's a different matter.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, I mean, I have to be. I don't think. I mean, she's super laid back. I don't have to worry too much about what I'm saying or what's going to be said to
for
me.
sure. Yeah.
So
I mean, what are they going to say? Your girlfriend is pretty. Like it would be different if she was like an actual ugly human, and then they cooked her, and then that would be, and they Google it. Oh fuck, she is.
there's other angles to take on just bringing up a
but
partner.
You guys
know?
aren't also that public. Like you're not tagged in a bunch of stuff on socials where they're definitely looking for your stuff. They're gonna comment on my weight for some reason. I could feel it.
I've been wondering if the podcast is going to be brought up.
I hope that's the first thing I would do. I would watch everything that person did. Any interview from high school to college.
Your podcast is fully lacking in entertainment.
Yeah, I'd be like, great, we know. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
we're working on it.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's a work in progress. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I start a fight.
Everyone starts somewhere.
I start a fight at your battle because they insult the podcast.
That'll be funny.
I would never. But that's cool. It's cool that she's supportive. Didn't you say she's kind of like enjoyed rap? Like you said something one time about
Yeah,
her.
I was
she
kind of
battle
surprised.
rap.
So we were talking about the other. Well, there's 2 stories there.
Okay.
We can kind of get into. One is that on the driving trip, the long driving trip with the ball tires, we were at like AutoZone for a long time, and I somehow I learned that like she's low key an underground hip hop head, which I would have never expected because she's also a Swiftie, and
Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Swifties for life, baby. Anyways.
such a people pleaser.
Yeah. First of all, did you hear that album?
No,
Well, it wasn't her best, but it was still incredible. I could say that.
anywho, I just didn't expect it. She knew like atmosphere, like she knew some of like the borderline underground hip hop and more. She'd reference like a KRS-One song, "Whoop Whoop." That's the sound of the police, which is still one of my favorite things to reference with her. Yeah.
And Karis.
That's one story. Second story is she did her opening line to me on Bumble was saying that she battle rapped too, because I had it as my two truths and a lie. If you're familiar with dating apps, I'm not anymore. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
That app is totally absent from my phone because I'm been in a long-term committed relationship now for a while.
I really like those shoes. Sorry, it was an ADHD moment. Those
That's
are great
fair.
shoes. Those are nice. Look at that leg. Ooh.
God, it hurt me.
He's like, pull the groin.
I
Big
learned
chair
this-
breaks.
Yeah. I learned that she does not battle rap. And she probably hardly raps to her own admission.
What a fibber.
Yeah, she built her relationship on a lie.
I expected
Can we
better
just pause
from you.
for dramatic effect? Yeah, over.
All right.
Nonetheless, it's a healthy relationship, and
Good.
she's
supports
supportive.
you. Love
She's
that.
supporting it. She wants to hear what I have.
Yeah.
I got to make some time to show you what I have.
Cool.
And make a trip to Albuquerque, and we'll see what happens.
I'm excited. I really am going to do everything I can to go because I would love that. So I'm making a new album too, but it's all good. We'll talk about it when it goes more than wood. The album I do want to talk about is J. Cole. He introduced or he announced that he's dropping an album on the 6th of February. I am a J. Cole fan. Like, I loved him ever since the mixtape days when he was young Simba, and he's just incredible. I've always thought his pen is insane, the way he writes, and he's great. So he's finally dropping this album called The Fall Off. I did some research on it. It's going to be like 3 hours long. I think it's double-sided. I think it's a 2-disc. Because the first song he dropped was Diss 2 track 1 or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah. And so I think it's going to be a lot of music. He said in some interviews and even in like the video he dropped that he's taken like 10 years to make this album. So I'm excited to see how he does that because that's a long time to make music. And no one beats father or mother time, and music included, unless you're like Lil Wayne, because a lot of his songs are still slaps to this day. Jay-Z. There's a lot of Eminem. Like, a lot of these things still have replay, but don't, dude. I hate when he does that. He's a shady hater. It's crazy. But he's dropping it on the 6th. My feelings are excitement because I'm excited to hear Cole be Cole. I hope he doesn't spend too much time on like me stepping out of the beef and all that stuff. People are still in the comments like, how can you be the greatest if you did this? All right.
Facts.
Dude. Yeah. Well, okay. But nonetheless, I'm excited for it. Are you excited for the album, honestly? Because I know you're not. It's not that you're not the biggest J. Cole fan. I don't think that's the case. I just don't think that you're like as into him as I am.
It's not going to be a popular take.
That's fine.
I took the time, I watched the little Instagram video for that track. I enjoyed the visuals on the video. Uh-huh. He did one rhyme scheme the entire time to tell that story. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The thing for me in looking at this album is I feel like Cole's done Cole to death. His rapping technically has improved. Like he's improved his technical rapping to master class levels, and I can respect that. Yeah. I just know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm gonna get from it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, one track in, I've already confirmed.
Yeah, but the track itself was crazy. And also, you guys who saw the track that he released, no, it wasn't original. It was definitely 100% influenced by Nos Rewind that he did way back. So,
and that's kind of my point.
No, it's not.
Where is J. Cole's experimentation? Where is him taking a little bit of a risk?
Well, we haven't heard the album. It's 3 hours long.
I mean, it's his last album. It's a little bit late for the risk now.
Yeah, you
know about the risk.
All right. Look at
it inspired you, dude. Maybe I should bring Desert Heat back to review J. Cole's last album before he drops it, and he'll take some risks.
He's referring to some stuff that is already been talked about. We don't need to talk about it again.
All right.
I'm excited for the album. We should probably talk a little bit about it when it drops and see if you like it and kind of see where we're at. I think it's going to be great, but I'm also a huge fan of him. So, it's kind of a bias that I have. But nonetheless, I will try to be unbiased after I hear it. And when I say try, I mean try.
And we also know Drew's history of doing unbiased album reviews. Well, maybe we don't. I don't know if that episode even came out.
It didn't. Okay.
Did that episode come out, Drew?
No, but episode 54 came out in a couple weeks, and that'll be this one. And that's all that matters, right? Because I didn't abandon ship. Not me. I was here.
You may have just fell asleep at the wheel a couple. We won't get into it right now.
You don't bring up steering wheels with me, buddy. Okay? Don't bring up driving around me. because I win that battle 10 out of 10. Okay? All right? But
Well, we could bring up falling asleep with you.
Why?
Well, certain bedtime story. You have the worst bedtime story of all time.
What is it? Now I don't even remember.
Let's reverse back. Rewind like J. Cole did.
Okay. Or in Nos.
The letter L.
Uh-huh. Lisa.
Nope. Who ended up in the letter L?
You got to be more specific. You're being too vague.
Roll over.
Oh, my dad. No.
That's the worst bedtime story ever, dude. So you may win with the steering wheel and driving. I don't know if you're referring to that, but that's how I took it.
Yeah.
But then I think of you and sleeping in beds.
And
you lose that battle.
Yeah, my bloodline doesn't have the best.
The battle we're not trying to lose is the one with subscribers.
That's what we need.
Followers, commenters, dissenters.
Dissenters. Wow, that's a new one to the list.
Dissenters to the dissenters of attention.
Hi, that's us.
You can catch us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, the YouTube.
Yep.
I'm old, so I'm adding the to common things.
That's fine.
At Fully Lacking
on all
across all platforms.
Yeah.
Ring the little bell, subscribe, ring a ding dong. One for the books, one back in the books.
And we're back, baby. Listen, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Fully Lacking, baby. Peace.